Well, man, give it up for yourselves. That's all I can say, man. Give it up for yourselves, man. Woo. What's going on, everybody? I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need, and this is Late Night at the Pharmacy. Man, it's been one heck of a journey, and if you follow my journey up to this point, you know it's been one hell of a ride. And of course, now we got a set. We putting it all on ink now, man. We're gonna do it a little different. It's a late night television show if you don't know, and now you do know. And you're probably, for the new viewers, trying to question, well, who in the world are you? Pharmacist who? Well, if you take a look at this video right here, it'll tell you everything you need to know about the pharmacist. Mr. Got What You Need.
I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And I'm from Illinois, that's right, St. Louis, Missouri to be exact, but I was born in Litchfield, Illinois. This is the television show you want to be on, so that way you can elevate yourself or you can de-elevate yourself. This is the make or break line, the pharmacy. Late Night at the Pharmacy is the make or break line for a lot of people's careers. Because, hey, you are the ones that are responsible for the way you answer the questions. So we discover people here too. Not just interviews, we give you live, hard-hitting news. We're gonna give you facts of the day. So if you, just in case if you missed it, you can come to Late Night at the Pharmacy to get your fix. Not necessarily a drug fix, but a mental fix. Fix on the news, fix on all emotions, fix on how you should feel about yourself, how you should feel about your day. But we're not trying to persuade you to how you feel about your day. We just want to make you feel better about your day. And here at Late Night at the Pharmacy, you'll be able to get everything you need and more. So don't miss your opportunity. An opportunity to be the best. Late Night at the Pharmacy.
Well, I hope that gave you a little bit of insight of who I am and what we're trying to get accomplished here. These seats right here are the seats that your fans want to see you in, and we would love for you to be there to be interviewed in. The hot seat. It's the #1 seat in the place in the business, man. But hey, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but before we go to that commercial break, when we come back, the news, yeah, that's right, I'll be delivering you the late night news, that's right. Top 10 news coming right to you up here, next.
You will call me sir or Mr. Thackeray?
I'm a police officer.
You're talking to a doctor.
A doctor?
He was something that Hollywood had just never seen before. I mean, a black leading man.
I believe the first film I saw was Raise 'Em in the Sun.
Sidney on screen was in Lilies of the Field.
In Lilies of the Field, my
the
mother.
movie Guess Who's Coming to
In the
Dinner.
Heat of the Night. They've been in the movie house doing Blackboard Jump.
I've never seen a man like that before.
Who is this man?
This prince. You just always knew that this was the cat Cinderella was marrying.
The beauty of Sidney Poitier is that his art reflects the dignity of his parents.
That I'm not performing this dignified persona, this confidence, this self-pride. This is me. This is how I see myself, and this is how people see me.
Exact terms of no financial arrangements.
Amen. 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 Sing it over.
The winner is Sidney Poitier.
The year he actually took home Best Actor, it rose us all up as Americans. We all became better because of it.
The time has come.
At the time that Sidney came to prominence in Hollywood, there was great change going on in America. His ability to be compassionate towards those who don't understand him, to be compassionate towards those who perhaps have some kind of prejudice against him, it's inspiring.
There was a time this country was going through upheaval, and he was right there.
There was a consciousness.
Virgil, that's a funny name for a nigger boy that comes from Philadelphia. What do they call you up there?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
It was just like such a shock to see this black man slap this guy back, you know.
You don't slap Sidney. You don't slap him.
It made a statement to me about what it is to be a man.
I don't think that we should overlook the films that Sidney directed.
Sidney Poitier was the first African-American filmmaker to do a film that grossed over $100 million. Certainly at that time was massive.
Sidney Poitier is an American treasure, and not an African-American treasure. He is an American treasure.
He's the standard for me and for a lot of young actors, black or white.
He has inspired me.
He did it his way. He does it his way. And that's what I want. I want to be Sidney Poitier.
We are standing on his shoulders.
There would be none of us if there wasn't Sidney.
And if I think for a moment it's too hard or that the way is insurmountable, I just think of Sidney Poitier.
We have all been led by Sidney and are still being led by him.
His courage to stand up and force Hollywood to treat him equally with dignity and respect, it's allowed me to dream.
The ripples just go on and continue to go on.
For actors in my generation and actors to come.
One word for me to describe Sidney Poitier would be courageous.
Class.
Supreme.
Fearless.
Majestic.
Integrity.
Compassion.
Proud.
Uncompromising. Grace.
Possibility.
You are more than a measure of a man. You are a measure of an artist and a human being. And with that, we all say thank you.
Congratulations on your award. It's well deserved.
Thank you for all that you've done for us and continue to do.
For blazing the trail.
For all that you are.
Thanks for the inspiration.
Letting me know it was possible.
I love you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sidney Poitier.
God bless you.
Welcome back, everybody. I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need, and this is Late Night at the Pharmacy. And just like I promised you, here is your daily news. So, coming up first, man, my heart really, really goes out. This is a sad, sad thing to even talk about. Man, a couple days ago in Philly, we had a row home fire that was something that was catastrophic. If you didn't get a chance to see the post, take a chance to go back and go check out your CNN, your local news, and see what really happened with Philly. But if you don't know, I'm gonna get you abreast real quick. So what ended up happening was a fire was set, and the row home was completely set on fire. Once the row home was set on fire, 8 kids lost their lives, and on top of that, another 6 gentlemen and women also lost their lives in this situation as well. Extremely, extremely sad situation. As the news and stuff like that begins to unfold, we find out that fire alarms, there was a grand total of 4 fire alarms that were in there, 2 that were previously set in there that did not work, and literally within a few months of the fire department going within these buildings and placing an additional 2 more fire detectors, they no longer worked, which is a strange situation, so keep your eye on that story. It's still developing. We'll get more news to you as we get it here as well. Like I said, once again, heart goes out to the entire family. Man, we just want to say our prayers are with you here at Late Night at the Pharmacy. But speaking of Late Night at the Pharmacy and our prayers being with you, man, a lot of people was wishing on a prayer because they were stuck out on I-95. That's right, they were stuck on I-95 for over 24 hours. Let me say that to you one more again. They were stuck out there for 24 hours. Now, what you gonna do in the middle of the snow, in the middle of a blizzard, for 24 hours, you're stuck in your Uber ride, or you're stuck with your significant loved one, or you may be stuck out there by yourself. What do you do in this situation? Well, in this case, a lot of those people stayed in their cars. They huddled up. Some of them went to hotels, and some of them eventually walked their way to their home. Crazy, crazy, crazy situation. But I'm hearing some crazy developing stories about these Uber rides. I don't know if you've heard, but these Uber expenses have been crazy. I believe one lady said her expense got all the way up to $700 that Uber had refunded her because she was literally sitting in the same spot for 24 hours. So if you were stuck on that I-95, get that piece of your cash back. Get your money back because they refunded, and while they refunding, hop on top. Hey, man. But speaking of which, moving right along, we've got some great news, man. For all of us in my community here, the black community and the white community supporting and everybody's community, we like to say we love everyone. But it's great to see when justice and the justice system finally prevails and works in favors that it's supposed to work in for once. When justice is supposed to be served for the right cause. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the cause in this case is Ahmaud Arbery. If you didn't know, all 3 gentlemen, yes, all 3 of these gentlemen had been convicted with life sentences without parole. Hey, if you ask me, I think we're doing something great. I mean, that's a positive thing for once. I'd like to see justice get put in the right direction and not used negatively or in the wrong light, man. It's just great to see that we're getting some kind of progress. Even though we feel like we take one step forward, we got to take 6 more back to get another victory. Eventually, we'll get all those victories. If we keep holding on and keep the faith, man, we'll be there. We will get there. I promise you that, man. This is very, very touching situation. Hate to see that all parties that are involved in the way that they are involved in it. But hey, you ask for what you get, and you get the consequences that get with it. That's all I can say about that. Man, but we also want to say, moving on to a better, lighter topic, lighten up the mood a little bit, we want to say special shout out to these crazy, maniatic people known as C3 freaking W. If you guys don't know who C3W is, they are the hottest wrestling promotion in the world right now. I know you got your promotions out there like WWE, you got your AEW, but they're already, they're established and they're set in the wrestling world. C3W isn't in the wrestling world. It's got everybody else. That's what makes them the best at what they do. And not only that, check this out, guys. They're sponsoring your boy. That's right. C3W has reached out and they decided, hey, we want to sponsor your show, Late Night at the Pharmacy. I was like, hey, you want to sponsor us? How can we say no? So if you guys don't know what C3W is, this crazy wrestling company, take a look at this.
Battle. It was really fun. Shane Taylor, who we interviewed, got the win. And joined back together with Kenny King. It was great. And the wrestling for me doesn't stop there. I mean, this is amazing. But I also got to take in some indie wrestling. So that's like a smaller promotion, local level. There's me with my bro, Brian Waters, at the C3 Wrestling. It's an independent show in Prince George's County. It was super fun. And it was just good to link up with local wrestling fans. So shout out to Quick and Casino and Richie for hooking us up with that experience. It was you have to go to a wrestling show with me.
I really want to go because I've never been. And just when I hear you talk about it, I'm very interested.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned Brian Waters. Any relation to you?
I mean, in the wrestling world, yes.
Okay.
We're trying to track our bloodline. We call each other the bloodline.
Yeah.
So we're trying to track our family trees to see if we're really related, because we have to be, But we treat each other like family. And it was one of those shows where, you stand up and cheer and get out your seat. They take your seat, like your folding chair, and start hitting the opponent with it. And then someone jumped into the crowd and landed on a child. It was just great.
Wow. That seems pretty intense. So after hearing that story,
like you see, they're making waves everywhere. They're on your local news, ABC. They're on all kind of platforms. You can also catch them on Wrestling TV and IWTV. You can always catch them there too as well, man. It's an amazing thing going on. So definitely can support your black-owned businesses, man. Hey, outside of that though, it's time for the goddamn of the week. The goddamn story of the week, man. I heard this crazy story and I just had to share it with you guys. All right, so there's this Ukraine rapper. Don't laugh. Don't laugh on me. I understand where you're going, but it's this Ukraine rapper who was killed by his girlfriend for cheating with some groupies. Now, it's not so much as the story of rapper gets killed by girlfriend or girlfriend kills her boyfriend. It's not so much as the story being portrayed. It's what she did that makes the story. So let me tell you exactly what went down here. She finds out that her boyfriend is cheating. And so what she does is she bounds this man. I don't know how she does it, but she ends up getting this man bound to where she was able to put a plastic bag over this gentleman's head and suffocate him slowly to where he was still alive. He wasn't dead, but suffocated him slowly. And while he was suffocating, began to have relations with the guy. And when she got done having relations with this gentleman, she dismembered every part of his body while he was still alive. God damn. That's crazy. I don't care what you say. That's a wild story. So when I heard this, I was like, man, this is ridiculous. So come to find out, what did she do with the body parts? I'm so glad you asked me. She put some of them in the freezer on some Jeffrey Dahmer-ish, and then she put the rest of them, she gave the rest that they said, and I quote, fed to rats. First of all, my question to you is, where do the rats even come from? Where do you find rats just in the cut? You just had some rats ready to go? Is that what's going on? Because I don't know where you find rats that is just ready to eat a whole human body and you give them parts. I don't know what's going on with that. Crazy, crazy, crazy story, man. But that right there is the goddamn moment of the week, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy situation. And hey, man, I just want to let you fellas know, treat your girl right. Because you don't want to be the next brother out here getting dismembered. Man, that's the last thing we need to hear about is, yo, your tail out here getting tore up on the news, and there goes little Larry on the 6 o'clock news. I knew it. You should have stopped, stopped doing what he was doing. Hey, man, guys, treat your ladies right. If you treat your ladies right, everything will be all right. I promise you that. But, man, moving on to the very, very last part of our news segment today is a very, very, very sad topic. I'm giving you guys a lot of sad news today, man. I feel like I'm a Debbie Downer today, but we're going to get up there, I promise you. But today we have a passing of one of our great entrepreneurs, pioneers in the game that we do called entertainment and movies, and that is Sidney Poitier. Heart goes out to his family. Sidney Poitier was born February of 1927, and he has passed away today, January 6th, yesterday, 2022. I believe he was 97 years old. 94 years old. That's an amazing amount of time to live. Just imagine the stories you'll be able to tell to your grandkids and their grandkids. It's just the amount of legacy and history that you'll be able to go through and see. So this man was full of legacy. He was full of knowledge. He was full of accolades that were second to none. If you don't know who he was your very first ever black actor that had a lead role to be nominated and win a nomination award. I believe it was an Oscar award, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just a crazy, crazy situation to see how he was in activism, how he took his life from just beyond the scenes to activism and working for the everyday man, not just for black rights, but for everyone's rights and everybody's equal opportunity to be great and to be able to be where we are. If it wasn't for Sidney Poitier, I guarantee you we wouldn't be sitting here right now. We wouldn't have the pay that we have, and we wouldn't have the respect and the roles that we have in movies, film, and entertainment television today. So with that being said, let's take a look at this tribute video that was made and put together for Sidney Poitier.
You will call me sir or Mr. Thackeray.
I'm a police officer.
You're talking to a doctor.
A doctor?
He was something that Hollywood had just never seen before. A black leading man.
I believe the first film I saw was Raisin in the Sun.
Sidney Poitier on screen was in Lilies of the Field.
In Lilies of the Field, my
The
mother.
movie Guess Who's Coming to
In the Heat
Dinner.
of the Night.
I'm in the movie house doing Blackboard Jump.
I've never seen a man like that before.
Who is this man?
This prince. You just always knew that this was the cat Cinderella was marrying.
The beauty of Sidney Poitier is that his art reflects the dignity of his parents.
That I'm not performing this dignified persona, this confidence, this self-pride. This is me. This is how I see myself, and this is how people see me.
Exact terms of no financial arrangements.
Amen. 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 Sing it over.
The winner is Sidney Poitier.
The year he actually took home Best Actor, it rose us all up as Americans. We all became better because of it.
The time has come.
At the time that Sidney came to prominence in Hollywood, there was great change going on in America. His ability to be compassionate towards those who don't understand him, to be compassionate towards those who perhaps have some kind of prejudice against him, it's inspiring.
It was a time this country was going through upheaval, and he was right there.
There was a consciousness.
Virgil, that's a funny name for a nigger boy that comes from Philadelphia. What do they call you up there?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
It was just like such a shock to see this black man slap this guy back, you know.
You don't slap Sidney. You don't slap him.
It made a statement to me about what it is to be a man.
I don't think that we should overlook the films that Sidney directed.
Sidney Poitier was the first African-American filmmaker to do a film that grossed over $100 million. Certainly at that time was massive.
Sidney Poitier is an American treasure, and not an African-American treasure. He is an American treasure.
He's the standard for me and for a lot of young actors, black or white.
He has inspired me.
He did it his way. He does it his way. And that's what I want. I want to be Sidney Poitier.
We are standing on his shoulders.
There would be none of us if there wasn't Sidney.
And if I think for a moment it's too hard or that the way is insurmountable, I just think of Sidney Poitier.
We have all been led by Sidney and are still being led by him.
His courage to stand up and force Hollywood to treat him equally with dignity and respect, it's allowed me to dream.
The ripples just go on and continue to go on.
For actors in my generation and actors to come,
One word for me to describe Sidney Poitier would be courageous.
Class.
Supreme,
Fearless.
majestic,
Integrity.
Compassion.
proud, uncompromising,
Grace.
possibility.
You are more than a measure of a man. You are a measure of an artist and a human being. And with that, we all say thank you.
Congratulations on your award. It's well deserved.
Thank you for all that you've done for us and continue to do.
Blazing the trail.
For all that you are.
Thanks for the inspiration.
Letting me know it was possible.
I love you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sidney Poitier.
God bless you.
Man, what an amazing tribute right there to Sidney Poitier, man. All the actors and his peers and things like that. Who would have even known that Denzel Washington looked up to Sidney Poitier, man? It's amazing to see. Man, for all of the people that are involved, family, and everybody that knew him, man, our prayers here at Late Night at the Pharmacy go out to you guys 100%. Us and you, media broadcast, would like to say thank you, Sidney Poitier, wherever you are, or if you're smiling out on us or not. Man, we just want to say thank you for what you've contributed to our lives and helping us get to the stage and the platform that we are able to have here today. After this commercial break, we'll be right back with our first guest ever here at Late Night at the Pharmacy. We got Keem Jones and we got Christian Mosley coming up next.
I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And I'm from Illinois, that's right, St. Louis, Missouri to be exact, but I was born in Litchfield, Illinois. This is the television show you want to be on, so that way you can elevate yourself or you can de-elevate yourself. This is the make or break line, the pharmacy. Late Night at the Pharmacy is the make or break line for a lot of people's careers. Because hey, you are the ones that are responsible for the way you answer the questions. We discover people here too. Not just interviews, we give you live, hard-hitting news. We're going to give you facts of the day. So if you, just in case if you missed it, you can come to Late Night at the Pharmacy to get your fix. Not necessarily a drug fix, but a mental fix. Fix on the news, fix on all emotions, fix on how you should feel about yourself, how you should feel about your day. But we're not trying to persuade you to how you feel about your day. We just want to make you feel better about your day. And here at Late Night at the Pharmacy, you'll be able to get everything you need and more. So don't miss your opportunity. An opportunity to be the best, Late Night at the Pharmacy.
Welcome back, everybody. I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And man, we are going to bring out the first guest ever to grace this stage. That's right, here, Late Night at the Pharmacy. We got Keem Jones, who is a pioneer in black civil rights. When I say a pioneer, he is the modern day pioneer. And we also have Christian Mosley, who has an amazing TV show. And they're going to talk about how these two gentlemen got together to make an amazing project, Cultivate, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So if you guys don't know who these guys are, take a quick look at this video package we prepared for you guys so you guys can get to know Keem and Christian just a little bit better.
Battle. It was really fun. Shane Taylor, who we interviewed, got the win. And joined back together with Kenny King. It was great. And the wrestling for me doesn't stop there. I mean, this is amazing. But I also got to take in some indie wrestling. So that's like a smaller promotion, local level. There's me with my bro, Brian Waters, at the C3 Wrestling. It's an independent show in Prince George's County. It was super fun. And it was just good to link up with local wrestling fans. So shout out to Quick and Casino and Richie for hooking us up with that experience. It was so, you have to go to a wrestling show with me.
I really want to go because I've never been. And just when I hear you talk about it, I'm very interested.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned Brian Waters. Any relation to you?
I mean, in the wrestling world, yes.
Okay.
We're trying to track our bloodline. We call each other the bloodline.
Yeah.
So we're trying to track our family trees to see if we're really related, because we have to be, you know? But we treat each other like family. And it was one of those shows where, like, you stand up and cheer and get out your seat. They take your seat, like your folding chair, and start hitting the opponent with it. And then someone jumped into the crowd and like landed on a child. It was just great.
Wow. That seems pretty intense. So after hearing that story, I'll probably leave.
Welcome back, everybody. And man, Now that you guys gotten a little chance to know them a little bit better, how about we get the chance to really get to know who these gentlemen are? So without further ado, coming to the stage, Keem Johnson and Christian Mosley. Mosley. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's amazing to have you guys finally here. Man, what's been going on with you guys? Everything good?
Absolutely.
Working as always working, man. This is one of the hardest working men that I've gotten a chance to know. These guys are phenomenal at what they do. I got to know Keem about 2 years ago. This brother was changing the world. in his small environment, in small area. It's amazing to see how you can change the world. No matter what your circumstance is, where you are or where you're from, the true cultivation of a person that can take nothing and make it into something. Keem, man, I just want to say, man, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to come up here and see us, man. And Christian, man, we want to also say thank you for taking busy time out of your schedule. You guys on TV show, and this TV show is booming right now, man. The TV show is buzzing hard, so just to get anybody off of their television show, you ought to know it's extremely hard. Production and everything, it's a hard process to do. So first questions for you, Keem. What have you been up to, man? Like, tell the fans and everybody that it's at home that doesn't know what you've been up to. What have you been able to do to get to where you are currently today? Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, as of now, started a consulting firm. Of course, started 2020 protests when you seen Cole come out to Fayetteville. In between, did some things with Moray. Started a consulting firm, launched at New Year's. And now we're working with other foundations because we also have Chorus Community Foundation, which me and Christian are part of.
Yes.
And we just, changing our city, doing our part.
Definitely. Speaking of doing your part, what part do you play inside of the cultivation of group that you guys have together that you guys have going out in Fayetteville?
For the most part, I'm kind of like a rookie that came into a team. It's just put me in, coach, wherever it is. So if it's, helping with logistics, if it's transportation or anything, I'm always there. Watch this guy bust his back for the city and be an amazing father all at the same time. So it's an honor to be able to associate with that caliber of a person to make that huge of an impact in our community.
No, definitely. You're definitely right about that. And it's one thing, this man is definitely a family man. You got to believe, man. This man actually came out to a Father's Day march that I got a chance to host right here in D.C. And it meant a lot to see a father actually out here with other family members and things like that, with fathers bringing their daughters out. And he got a chance to really speak to them and really tap into their lives and things like that. And he's an amazing speaker. But speaking of which, how did Keem get to be Keem? A good question. If you guys don't know, Keem went viral off of a negative tip, but a positive tip at the same time. Would you like to elaborate on what exactly happened and how you got to be who you are and your first light that led you to be the guy that you are now?
Well, for the most part, a lot of people remember 2016 Trump rally back in Fayetteville, got assaulted, grabbed up by the police. From there, ended up going meeting the guy that actually hit me, ended up shaking hands. And then fast forward 5 years later, we was in the streets protesting, and then here.
Yeah, it's a crazy transition right there, man. It's a crazy transition to get from a position of adversity and what could have been used for a negative light, and you changed it for a positive light and said, I'm not going to let this dictate me. I'm going to dictate my own circumstances. And not only that, you went out and decided to make a change. So what made you go out there that day and decide that, hey, enough is enough. I need to go out here. I need to make a change? Because not only did you go out there and make a change, you had some people, some very, very pronounced people that came and saw what you were doing that same day and did not want their names to be involved in a sense of stardom. They just wanted to be involved and follow through to get change in their city because that's where they're from. They saw the bleeding in the heart of their city. So tell me, how did you even get to the point of even walking outside to say, something's got to give?
Man, I can sit here and lie to you and tell you, oh man, I planned this and that, but man, I posted something on Facebook. Everybody came out. Just so happened J. Cole came out. Dennis Smith, the mayor, and found out that Moray was actually in the crowd too. This before he actually got big. But yeah, started from there. We just kept the energy going until now.
Man, that is amazing, man. That's amazing. It's something special about when you can have a hero that isn't the typical hero. And that's what you guys are in your community, whether you know it or not. People are looking up to you guys as what do we do next? So there is a astonishing thing that I got to find out is that there is a slave house, that's right, a slave house that still rings its bell all the way up till 6 p.m. every single day. And if you know what the slave house is for, slave house is to let the slaves know back in the day during the slavery times down south, it was time to get inside or the day's work was over. So they've been working very, very diligently to get that removed out of their city completely. So can you give us a status update on what that status is looking like or where you guys are currently going with that?
So there are varying opinions on what needs to be done with the market house. You have the people that obviously want it to get bulldozed. You have people that want it to stay, some of it because it's a reminder of a certain history that they might like about America. For people like myself, we actually have an unpopular opinion about it. I think it should stay. But not because I revel in that history, but just like how you have Holocaust museums around the world, we need to be reminded and have a certain reverence about that history, where we came from, and understand that America wouldn't be here if you didn't have things like that going on. It was built on making us a bottom caste and making us produce the wealth of everybody else that came here except ourselves.
So changing the narrative of what you actually see. This is the narrative that you guys portrayed, but we're going to flip it and change the narrative to what we see it and how we should see it and view it for ourselves. I like the way you put that. That's a very great way of putting that. It's almost like how we did with the N-word, how it went from being a term of derogatory to a term of endearment in a sense. So it's almost in that same vein. It's like you take the negative thing and you make it positive. How can we make something positive? Because there's always a silver lining out of every situation. So with that being said, hey guys, you're in DC and the anniversary of the Capitol takeover was yesterday. So I want to get your ideology. I want to get your views on this. So how do you guys feel about this? And tell me the caliber of what you're feeling at this moment in time after we just passed this 1 year anniversary.
For me, I knew people that was here when it happened, and they was kind of like trying to deny it a little bit, but you know, then the TV popped on and you seen what really happened. You seen the one dude against all them people. It's like, it wasn't us this time.
Definitely. But you?
For the most part, I mean, it's not surprising. It wasn't surprising at all. For me, the way I grew up, I was a homeschool student in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you know anything about that environment, it is predominantly white, predominantly very far right-wing evangelical conservative. And so I know a lot of people that were cheering it on initially. And then when they realized that they were doing some other stuff and putting their feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk, then all of a sudden it's embarrassing. And then they said BLM did it. Then they said Antifa did it. And then teenagers are calling out their parents. So now it's like, you know, what's going on here? But for me, it wasn't surprising at all. That is how America has always operated.
So then now let me ask you this question. Do you classify that as a protest? Or what would you classify that as? Because they use the word protest. I know a protest can be silent or it could be violent. So what do you classify this kind of an act as?
So honestly, it's very easy for us to demonize and dehumanize people that we see on the other side. So I'm going to say it was a protest, but it was very violent. And there were a lot of things happening there that I absolutely disagree with. But being around that crowd before, even though what they believe is wrong, and I believe even from a biblical perspective, it's very wrong, they're scared. And we have to understand that these are still human beings at the end of the day. Dr. Cornel West is one of my intellectual crushes, as my mother would put it. And one of the things that he's always been able to do, just like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., staying in touch with somebody's humanity, which is, you know, I don't believe that white people are devils, but they do some devilish things. And that's a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and it's an objective assessment of what we've had to deal with, especially as American descendants of slavery. This is our reality.
It's 100% right. This is what we have to deal with. This is our day to day, and we have to, as a black man, you know, we have to cultivate and move our ways through it, man. And that's just as a man in general. I'll take color out of it, man. I always take color out of it. As a man in general, there are things that you have to get accomplished, and there's things that you're going to go through. You're not always going to have it right. You're not always going to have the answers. You do the best you can with what you have and the work that you do have. So, with that being said, got one more question for you guys, and we're going to wrap it up here, and we're going to head to a quick commercial break. Before we get there, just want to ask you guys a couple more things here. So, Keem, you got this writing going on, man. I've read some of your articles and your observers, this guy's writing ability is super phenomenal. Like you talking about, I've never read a story that made me tap in such a way that like it connects with you. Like you going through this story and he's breaking his stories down to you so intricately that it makes you connect. So tell me, man, tell me about this writing ability that you have and how you got even started and how you landed in the news and Observer, for God's sake.
No cap. I got pissed off when I just started writing. You wouldn't say, no long elaborate story. I ain't ever went to school for journalism. Just got pissed off. I'm not big on airing stuff out on the internet, and I'm not about to sit here and talk in front of the screen, so I just wrote it and sent it to the paper, and it worked.
It worked. It definitely worked, man. Because look, we literally up here in DC, like it's not just Fayetteville that's affected anymore. It's the entire world that these gentlemen are now able to affect in just such an amazing, amazing light. And speaking of an effect, this gentleman right here, Christopher, has a television show. Tell him about that television show, man. Plug it real quick. You hear it? Plug it on the pharmacy, man.
Plug it. All right. It's called Berean Talk. You can find it on YouTube. I'm working on putting it on other platforms very soon. But currently it's on YouTube, and you can also find it on Facebook. And all of my social media is ChrisNick1711. You can check out my Instagram and my Twitter. I put some of my other thoughts on there. I have Berean Thoughts that I do every Monday. So it's just observational thinking and critical thinking that I just sit there and go, wait a minute. Let me go ahead and put this on the internet and just see what happens. So that's kind of where I've been with it. But yeah, I discuss black politics, spirituality, black history. I have some comedy sketches on there, so it is a charcuterie board of content.
Definitely. You guys make sure you tap into Berean Talk, man. Berean Talk is an amazing, amazing situation got going on. So, man, tap in. But hey, we're about to go to a quick commercial break. But after this commercial break, we got Fellas Talk coming in real smooth for you guys, Billy D. Williams style. But we'll be right back after these commercial break.
Since the day I was born, my passion, my love, was being a quarterback. But what you start out as is not necessarily what you become. While I was in high school, I felt a lot of different emotions, sometimes scary. Smooth. Ouch. Sometimes fun.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Colin already got his game face on.
It's a celebration. Black is beautiful. We don't fold the crack. It turned out my competition wasn't only on the field.
Look, you got a ton of natural talent, okay?
Go!
Johnson, he's the prototype I'm looking for.
Growing up with white parents, I assumed their privilege was mine.
You too good?
Okay. Fine, thanks. Yeah, I'm good too. Thanks. I was in for a rude awakening.
We going ultra black.
What's up with Kaepernick? The hair. Something climbing out the back of his head. Not acceptable.
Pitch black like the night. We going ultra black.
It's November, and you have no offers for football. You want to be somebody's second choice?
I'm ultra black.
You're just gonna have to prove him wrong.
Why am I always the one that has to prove them wrong?
Nobody fault. I tell the truth. I know it's facts.
Sometimes I just feel uncomfortable.
Chin up, Colin.
I couldn't rebel because I didn't know how. But now,
we going ultra black. I got a toast to that. We don't fold and crack. Like the fountain of youth. The coach is black. We ultra black. Black like cornrows, afros. Black like cat, black ball from the Super Bowl. Oh yes, God bless success.
trust your power.
Black is beautiful.
Love your blackness. You will know who you are.
We going ultra black. I got a toast to that. We don't fold the crack. Black is beautiful. We going ultra black. Black is beautiful.
I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And I'm from Illinois, that's right. St. Louis, Missouri to be exact, but I was born in Litchfield, Illinois. This is the television show you want to be on, so that way you can elevate yourself or you can de-elevate yourself. This is the make or break line, the pharmacy. Late Night at the Pharmacy is the make or break line for a lot of people's careers. Because, hey, you are the ones that are responsible for the way you answer the questions. So we discover people here too. Not just interviews, we give you live, hard-hitting news. We're going to give you facts of the day. So if you, just in case if you missed it, you can come to Late Night at the Pharmacy to get your fix. Not necessarily a drug fix, but a mental fix. Fix on your news, fix on all emotions, fix on how you should feel about yourself, how you should feel about your day. But we're not trying to persuade you to how you feel about your day. We just want to make you feel better about your day. And here at Late Night at the Pharmacy, you'll be able to get everything you need and more. So don't miss your opportunity. An opportunity to be the best. Late Night at the Pharmacy.
Pharmacist Mr. Got What You Need, and man, this is that time in that segment. Yes, it's fellas talk, man. And fellas, let me holler at you really quick. I'm gonna Billy D. Williams this for you real quick. Let me get all up in this real quick. Fellas, it's the new year, and I know your girl might have cut up a little bit last year, but it's a new year, man. Cut her some slack. Do something right, man. You know, it's a new year, so take all of, 2021, it was a bad year for a lot of us, and make 2022 all about you and your significant other, man. So, we just want to say, fellas, take care of your ladies. Go ahead and take them out. Take them to a spa. Start the new year off right, because if you start this one off right, by the time February 14th get here, February 14th is going to be there. I promise you that. So, with that being said, man, if you guys are in the local area, if you're in the DMV area, you want some amazing spots to go to take your girl, man, I would recommend the Hamilton. If you've never been to the Hamilton, go take a look down there at the Hamilton, down there by Southwest DC, of course, the downtown DuPont area. Man, it's an amazing spot, 5-star restaurant, guaranteed to make, make your night extra better. If she order that steak, you better make sure she get that steak. Anyways, moving right along. If you guys like another couple restaurants, man, Station 24. Station 24 is an amazing restaurant down there by the wharf, man. Amazing place. Once again, if you want to take your girl to the right spot and not the wrong spot, go tap in. I promise you she's going to love every bit of the food. And our last spot to recommend, man, I recommend the Moon Rabbit. That's right. If you go right there on the wharf, right there off the water, man, with a nice little open view. You want to take your girl out to something nice and romantic. Even though it's wintertime right now, they have the nice view to where they can still be outside and it's completely heated, sitting right over the water, man. Do something elegant for your lady, man. Take her out, go do something, man. And even if for the brothers that's on the budget, man. Brothers on the budget, hey, flowers ain't never been the question to not go get. Every woman wants some flowers. Flowers make every girl's day. You can start with the flowers, you can start with cards, you can start with candy, man. If you give a woman something from your heart, it's 10 times more better than you can ever give her or pay her out anything, man. So, hey, fellas, do your job in 2022 and make your girl want to be all about who? You. No doubt, no deed. Let's keep it going Late Night on the Pharmacy. So, with that being said, we got this next gentleman coming up here real soon. That's right. JD, the Jet Setting Man Jr. That's right. This guy is an amazing artist. When I say this guy is ringing from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Midwest and now to your chest and to your ears and to your ear sets. This man right here is the man in hip hop right here in the DMV, and he's blown up and he is the guy. If you guys don't believe me, take a look at this.
This isn't the Wizard of Oz. There are black people here, and we make music. I mean, don't we exist?
Blacks have been stigmatized into this choreographed I want to write about whatever and be able to wear whatever. I smoke marijuana, I can write about it. If I don't like Richard Nixon, I can call him an asshole. I want to be nasty, and I want to be raw.
This man was a genius.
Electric.
He had an attitude.
The father.
Draft dodger. Sexual abuse. Crazy.
It gets no funkier than Rick James.
Rick's music anchored itself to the evolution of black history in America. They put words to it.
His style was just hard.
This wasn't just a performance. We now know this was actually who he was.
He was accused of sexual assault. That was the demon. That was drug-possessed James Johnson.
I was very vocal because I'm very vocal about injustice. I've never been one to bite my tongue, and I never will. If I see something funky that's going on, I'm gonna speak on it.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Man, that was amazing, right? I told you this man ain't come to not play, man. This man is here to stay, and he is down to do what it takes to get here. Man, after this commercial break, don't adjust that dial. Jody the Jr. is next.
I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And I'm from Illinois, that's right. St. Louis, Missouri to be exact, but I was born in Litchfield, Illinois. This is the television show you want to be on, so that way you can elevate yourself or you can de-elevate yourself. This is the make or break line, the pharmacy. Late Night at the Pharmacy is the make or break line for a lot of people's careers. Because, hey, you are the ones that are responsible for the way you answer the questions. So we discover people here too. Not just interviews, we give you live, hard-hitting news. We're going to give you facts of the day. So if you, just in case if you missed it, you can come to Late Night at the Pharmacy to get your fix. Not necessarily a drug fix, but a mental fix. Fix on your news, fix on all emotions, fix on how you should feel about yourself, how you should feel about your day. But we're not trying to persuade you to how you feel about your day. We just want to make you feel better about your day. And here at Late Night at the Pharmacy, you'll be able to get everything you need and more. So don't miss your opportunity. An opportunity to be the best. Late Night at the Pharmacy.
Welcome back, everybody. Late Night at the Pharmacy. And without further ado, JD Jr. What's going on, boss? What's going on? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Welcome, man. Welcome. Please, man. Have a seat. Oh, man. I've been excited all week for this, man. I'm excited, man. How you feeling, man? That's the question.
I can't complain. I feel good.
Man, it's all good in the hood. You know, it's all good over here late night at the pharmacy. We always keep the pharmacy just right. The temperature's always set just right here at the pharmacy. But hey, man, we just want to say thank you for having you on the show. And, man, what in the world have you been up to lately?
Honestly, I've been trying to get my album out. I got my Forever Major album coming out this February 12th, which is my birthday.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
We're definitely going to turn up, and it's also the 10th anniversary of my career, so we definitely going to try to give people what they want as far as quality of music. We trying to turn Jet Major Entertainment, the brand, as far as what we got planned for the future into the next new business model, new mecca, the next big thing coming out of the DMV, so I feel like we're on great strides to make that happen.
On Brock Lesnar status, the next big thing. I ain't mad at that, man. But, man, you just said something that's really amazing. 10 years in this here game that we call a game.
Yes, sir.
10 years, man. Yes, not many people can say 10 years of consistency and really putting out projects. Somebody might say, I got 10 years, I put a year here, put a little bit there, a little bit in here. But no, you've had 10 years of consistency, of real power moves and real go-getterness. No, that's not real weird. Go-getterness. That go-getterness is what they say out in the country. But no, you've been really out there doing what it takes to make you the #1 top guy out here in DC. So tell me, man, what have you been doing as far as marketing and promotion to get yourself to last this amount of time that you've lasted?
It's honestly just work. I mean, it's trying to find new ways to just stay consistent, stay up on your business, trying to do things that people will support for the next day or hopefully support for the long run. We're also looking to try to expand things as far as not only for virtual entertainment, but also physical and right there face-to-face entertainment such as we talking right now, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's just a lot of fun, really. They say if you don't do what you love doing, it's going to be hard work, but if you do something you love, it's not really that hard at all. So I really just love what I do, and I just keep going.
Man, I got to give it up to you for that one, man. That's an amazing one. That's an amazing one right there. Hey, so you just mentioned that you got a new album dropping. Forever Major. So tell us when this is dropping, how they can stream, if they can stream it, or where they can get it from. Let's drop and plug it really quick.
At midnight, you can stream it on all streaming platforms. This is going to be on my website, jetmajor.com. You can check that out now. And yeah, man, I'll be checking it out when it drops. I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil it. I mean, I could probably tell y'all some of the features, maybe. I got Rocky Fresh, my man Rocky Fresh.
Oh.
Rocky Fresh, Corbett Butler. Shout out to my man Sweezo. So we got a number of great DMV talent and even talent out of state, talent that's worldwide, mainstream. So we just trying to do our thing and make it happen and just get the people the good music they want to hear from us. So
Definitely. One thing I will say that I noticed when it came to Jet Major Entertainment, when you officially Jet Major Entertainment. When you officially came on my radar, I saw the moves and things that you guys were making, but they weren't normal moves. You guys were going from just beyond backing you to actually putting on full-on productions and shows for other artists to come and perform up underneath you. Tell me how you got these major events, because like I'm pretty sure if you guys don't know, he's got one coming up really, really shortly that's going to be featuring.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell? I'm not going to tell him. You tell him.
We'll be performing at Privilege DC this Thursday coming, January 13th. So if you're seeing this now, make sure you get your tickets. They on sale right now on Eventbrite. So like I said, Black Alley Band will be at Privilege DC Thursday coming. Make sure you get your tickets now. It's going to be an event. So, yeah.
Wow, that's going to be a crazy, crazy show, man. That's a crazy, crazy show. But I know you got an itinerary coming up. Do you have any performances coming up? And where can these guys see you? Because the first time I ever saw you perform is with a gentleman of nature named Nature Boy over at Open Gym, man. And it was amazing performance to see. This man shuts down when I say he shuts down the place, I don't care if he's never been there before. If you ain't never heard him, you will know who this man is when it's all said and done. So, when's your next show, man? When can people go ahead and catch you in your element, to be said?
Honestly, The same place. I will be performing with Black Ali, as well as Nucci and Janae Music will also be performing alongside Black Ali Band. So that was actually kind of like a secret. You gotta have me doing exclusives. Come
on, man. Let's go down to the pharmacy. You gotta give us something, man. You at the pharmacy. You gotta give us a little bit of something.
So yeah, me, Nucci, and Janae Music will be performing live with Black Ali Band this upcoming Thursday, January 13th at Privilege DC. Tickets on sale now for $20, so make sure you go get that for Ever.
Definitely. We're going to put the tickets on our website as well, so you can also have our location as well to get those tickets, man. Hey, we'll be right back after this commercial break. We're going to ask JD a few more questions, but after that, shoot, stay in your seats because we ain't going nowhere, because we late night at the pharmacy, y'all.
How is Aretha doing?
Aretha's doing alright.
Just alright. Singing is sacred, and you shouldn't do it just because somebody wants you to. What's most important is that you are treated with dignity and respect.
You're special, Ree. You have a talent they call genius.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me.
How old is she? She's 10, but her voice is going on 30, honey.
Let your mind go, let yourself be free. How many albums have you had? 4. And no hits.
I need you to focus and avoid frivolous distractions.
Honey, find the songs that move you. Until you do that, you ain't going nowhere.
I need a change. I want to sing what I want to sing.
Okay. Find out what it means to me.
You really like it?
We love it.
Ree.
It's really good.
I got a single by this new chick named Aretha Franklin.
To present Aretha Franklin Day.
You're not about to mess this up for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aretha Franklin.
Looking at
This song goes out
on the morning.
to anyone who's ever felt mistreated.
I used to feel sure
You need to take a break.
I know how to run my business.
Have you lost your mind?
Maybe I found it.
I believe I have the chills.
Do you see what she is? She's a miracle.
I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And I'm from Illinois, that's right, St. Louis, Missouri to be exact, but I was born in Litchfield, Illinois. This is the television show you want to be on, so that way you can elevate yourself or you can de-elevate yourself. This is the make or break line, the pharmacy. Late night at the pharmacy is the make or break line for a lot of people's careers. Because hey, you are the ones that are responsible for the way you answer the questions. We discover people here too. Not just interviews, we give you live, hard-hitting news. We're going to give you facts of the day. So if you, just in case if you missed it, you can come to Late Night at the Pharmacy to get your fix. Not necessarily a drug fix, but a mental fix. Fix on your news, fix on all emotions, fix on how you should feel about yourself, how you should feel about your day. But we're not trying to persuade you to how you feel about your day. We just want to make you feel better about your day. And here at Late Night at the Pharmacy, you'll be able to get everything you need and more. So don't miss your opportunity. An opportunity to be the best, Late Night at the Pharmacy.
Welcome back, everybody. Still right here. We still got JD right here with us, man. And man, thank you for still sticking around with us, man. So, Of all the things that you've had going on and things like that, man, I just never got a chance to ask you, who is the person in this hip-hop game, or just forget hip-hop, who is this person in entertainment that you seek the most inspiration from and knowledge to be able to be who you are and to cultivate the character that you are on stage?
That's probably a number of people, honestly. Like, when I grew up, I was watching, like, a lot of different artists that were either not only in music, but also involved in just different areas of business, like movies, and can even be writing short films or stories and comics or anything like that, or just getting their feet wet trying to do different stuff with clothes and stuff like that. So you got T.I. was one, you got 50 Cent, Jay-Z, so anybody really of that nature of business or hustle and music and entertainment and all that being in one thing, that was really, those are the people I looked at, and as the time go on, your Nipseys and stuff like that. So I would say T.I., Jay-Z, and 50 Cent.
Definitely, man. I saw something that was crazy.
What's up?
I heard and saw, but I saw more than I heard, so I heard more than I saw at the same time, so I had to ask the question. I heard you was out here wrestling, man. You tell me what's going on with that. I heard you was out there clanging and banging, but what's going on with that?
Honestly, me and C3W, we have a mutual like relationship. Just they know I have a big love for wrestling since I was young.
Wait a minute. You said you're affiliated with C3W as well? Hold on. So you talking about this C3W?
Yeah, that's
the same Joker, you know what I'm saying?
That's the folks. That's my family. That's the people. Like C3W, they just know I have a big love for wrestling ever since I was little. And Rich Fingers, shout out to Rich Fingers, he just hit me up one day on the Instagram, was like, I want you to come out. I want you to see what's up with the C3W, what we got going on. And I said, sure, why not? Like, before I knew it, I was traded and trying to see what's up. And I don't know what's going to happen next, to be fair, because I've been so busy trying to expand the business and take Jet Major Entertainment to the next level. But if Rich Fingers wants me to do something with C3W or has any invite for me, I will accept it, most likely, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I'll accept it. So just let me know, Rich. Keep me posted. You know what I'm saying? That's all I would say.
Hey, definitely. Hey, you gonna do something here for us tonight?
Yeah, we gonna rock out.
You gonna rock out every night? You gonna make it happen tonight? First time they at the pharmacy, we gonna do it?
We gonna have some fun tonight. Man, we're
gonna have some fun tonight. Hey guys, after this commercial break, JD the Junior will be performing live. First ever performance right here. Late night at the pharmacy, baby.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Yes, sir.
To the last time I was in your thighs. Yeah.
So right now, I really want peace.
So if I gotta argue once, is it worth it?
I'll just be willing to fuck all the time.
I'll shoot you a text when I'm outside. Yeah, you got some kind of hex, cause you been on my mind. Yeah. Flashbacks to the last time I was in your thighs. You looking me dead in my eyes. Love it when you call me daddy. You with no guidance or baddie. I need that little pussy belly. Talk to me, girl, make it nasty. What you got planned for the weekend? Girl, you so fine for no reason. Love when I jump off the deep end. I make it come, then I'm leaving. Oh my God, oh babe, I love the taste. Ooh, I'll take a plate. Put it on my face. Yeah.
I am the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. And I'm from Illinois, that's right. St. Louis, Missouri to be exact, but I was born in Litchfield, Illinois. This is the television show you want to be on, so that way you can elevate yourself or you can de-elevate yourself. This is the make or break line, the pharmacy. Late night at the pharmacy is the make or break line for a lot of people's careers. Because, hey, you are the ones that are responsible for the way you answer the questions. We discover people here too. Not just interviews, we give you live, hard-hitting news. We're going to give you facts of the day. So if you, just in case if you missed it, you can come to Late Night at the Pharmacy to get your fix. Not necessarily a drug fix, but a mental fix. Fix on your news, fix on all emotions, fix on how you should feel about yourself, how you should feel about your day. But we're not trying to persuade you to how you feel about your day. We just want to make you feel better about your day. And here at Late Night at the Pharmacy, you'll be able to get everything you need and more. So don't miss your opportunity. An opportunity to be the best, Late Night at the Pharmacy.
Man. Go, man. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, JD, the Junior.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
You go ahead and give y'all a song called One of Us on my album. Yeah. Forever major, man. Let's stay up. Hey, suckers stay in cause they're not one of us. Hey, they can't match the style cause they're not one of us. Hey, they can't know the place cause they're not one of us. Hey, they ain't with the gang cause they're not one of us. Hey, I just want the bullshit with the double laws. While smoking legacy and stars will steady talk to God. And I don't have to say too much, they knowin' who we are. It's still just major or it's nothing, yeah, I swear to God. I got this fire in my eyes, but pain is in my heart. I see too much, I got some scars, but still been going hard. But never knowing my progress can lead to state at all. Almost there was almost shot right here in my car. That's why I ride with pistols now until I call the charge. Shout out Gianni, brought my friends whenever I no ball. I did my time, I held it down and I just prayed to God. Thought it was over, still move forward like a soldier now. And why these suckers steady hate, cause they not one of us. Hey, they can match the style cause they not one of us. Hey, they can know the place cause they not one of us. Hey, they ain't with the gang cause they not one of us. Hey, suckers steady hate cause they not one of us. Hey, they can match the style cause they not one of us. Hey, they can know the place cause they not one of us. Hey, they ain't with the gang cause they not one of us. Hey, rest in peace, my cousin and my daddy now. And when I put that on my life, man, I'ma make you proud. But yeah, this pain right just so hard, it's starting to weigh me down. Cause as of now, it's me, my mother, and my brother now. It broke my heart, you brought my side with EMTs outside. It broke my heart when you said not take care of your mother now. It broke my heart, you waking up to asking where's your boy. It broke my heart to see you now, yeah, in that suit and tie. I'm on my grind, yeah, while they talking, it will never stop. And time and yet again, I steady beat the odds. Went from a townhouse in the heights to fences in the yard. Won't go from broken middle class to steady living large. Went from me paying at the door to walking in the club. I went from tripping off the chick to married to my girl. I went from city local Joe to taking on the world. And I'ma make sure that these rappers really feel me now. And why these suckers steady hate cause they not one of us. They can match the style cause they not one of us. Hey, they can know the place cause they not one of us. They ain't with the gang cause they not one of us. Hey, suckers steady hate cause they not one of us. They can match the style cause they not one of us. Hey, they can know the place cause they not one of us. Hey, they ain't with the gang cause they not one of us. Hey. Rest in peace, my cousin. Rest in peace, my dad, man.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, this has been Late Night at the Pharmacy, everybody. I'm the pharmacist, Mr. Got What You Need. Want to plug our sponsors real quick. Special shout out to Jeff, Butler Cooking. Definitely want to say shout out to them. We want to say special shout out to C3W. Special shout out to K&F Financial. 40% discount if you go to the website. 40% on your credit discounts. Hey, you heard it here first, man. It has been Late Night at the Pharmacy, and we will be right here. Hold on. We'll be here next week, right here, Late Night at the Pharmacy.
That's the one for? Alright, let's do some fun, man. I gotta practice anyway, I got a show. Shoot. Hey, I'm heartless, I swear this game, it really left me heartless. I'm haunted by all these dreams of suckers trying to harm us. Be cautious, moving through the city when you want it. I'm on now, still gotta take care of mother and my brother now. I'm up now, I could tell there's something in the air now. I'm here now, I done seen too much and I don't care now. Prepared now, ready to go to war. I've been through hell and back and then some. I was down bad broke, got right back up and made some paper. I stopped with the favors and I start making some haters. I've been riding solo or been riding with the gang now. Wifey hit my phone and said you need to stop with late nights. Trying to make it home but police lurking by my brake lights. Pistol in the car, if I get caught within it's jail time. Sadly this is not exactly what make you a man now. What make you a man is
pushing through without your head down. Steady rolling up and riding slow until the Fed pass. I've been counting up while laying low while getting head now. In and out the parties that done started past your bedtime. Shorty wanna rock with me, but wifey on her way now. She ain't like when I was down, I love me cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, and cause I stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up. I don't really sleep, baby, I stay up. I be on my grind like every day while most of them fall under pressure. I've been cooling while I'm steady smoking pressure. I can't fold under pressure. I take it to a whole nother level, ayy. Watch out the momentum shifts while suckers try to catch up. And watch how all these haters switch cause I ain't gonna let up. And watch how all these women wanna ride and wanna see us. And haters talking about us cause they know they wanna be us. And they can change the style of play and still can never beat us. And they can fly the highest plane and still can never see us. And they can ride the widest wave and still cannot compete now. Cause I be out this world, I'm cool on Mars and got my feet up. Cause I stay up, cause I stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, and cause I stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, stay up, stay up. And cause I stay up, and cause I stay up, stay up. Hey, and cause I stay up, stay up. Hey, my fault. Hey, and cause I stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. They told me not to do that, but hey, I know I stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. Hey, I hope I stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. My album Forever Major will be here February 12th. Thank y'all again for having me. Thank you.